Boom. Hey guys, don't know if the last video uploaded, so I thought I'd shoot it again. Is showing weakness, or is showing weakness a sign of weakness? This all has to do with men's mental health and the Spitphase program. Because guys, the before and the after videos, it looks like we've been hit by a truck, and for a lot of men, they think that the after videos is us showing weakness. We're obviously working hard in that 10 minutes daily physical routine. I've even had some men on the program reach out to me and say, these are current players in sports, and they've told me that their mates are telling them, why are you posting? Why are you posting yourself looking like that? Like, you know, spit hanging out of your mouth, you look like you've been hit by a truck, you just look weak. Why are you posting that stuff? That's not who we are. We're meant to be tough guys. This is a common belief among men, and maybe you can relate to that, brothers. Were you raised like that? Not to show weakness or vulnerability, to put up these walls, to hide behind. It's a common belief, okay? So let's just talk about that common belief of not showing weakness, and how has it panned out for you? Seriously, how has it panned out for you? How is it going for you? Maybe I should ask that question. Not showing weakness, how's it going for you? Because I'm talking to a lot of men that behind this facade, behind this here, where they don't want to show any weakness, they are spiraling out of control. They are rotten inside, and they're putting up all these barriers not to show weakness because they've been raised that way. Now, no, I'm not talking about sitting on a couch talking about your feelings. That's not what I'm talking about. Spitphase is physical. It is something that is physical, and it exposes weakness to us. Do you understand that? It exposes weakness to us as men, so we can work on that. So the first example I gave you is of current players whose mates are telling them don't expose weakness because it's just this common belief, which is ridiculous because it affects men's mental health. I'll give you another example. A top coach who's doing a Spitphase said to me, I don't mind showing vulnerability, Nathan, as a leader, because that's not weakness. That is being human. So again, to this common belief structure of showing weakness is a sign of weakness. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay? You've got a leader who is more than happy to show vulnerability, because that means that he is human. Again, I'm not talking about sitting somewhere and talking about you. That's not what Spitphase is. Spitphase is very physical, and you see it. You see it in us, this physical pain and intensity that we're going through. You got to touch all the people. This physical pain and intensity that we are going through, and the after. Lots of men think that, or lots of men have this fear that showing themselves in the after videos is a sign of weakness. It's not. It's not. All right, brothers? For you guys who are watching and who think that's a sign of weakness, it's not. And that whole belief structure of showing weakness is a sign of weakness is a joke. It's a joke, okay? You look at these men, these are hard men. We are exposing weakness and dysfunction to ourselves. To ourselves. That could be addiction. That could be being ashamed of the man we are. Waking up being ashamed of the way I acted the night before. Ashamed of who I've become because I wasn't raised this way. Ashamed of losing core values in my life. You need to expose those weaknesses and that dysfunction if you are ever going to work on them. Does it not make sense? Here's an example. Let's relate it back to sports. Why do coaches do video analysis with a team? To talk about all the areas that they can work on. When you're doing physical training, do you want to expose weakness? Do you want to expose dysfunction in a physical training environment? Well, of course you do. I've been doing this for over a decade. Of course you do. Why? So you can work on that to become stronger. No different to Spitphase. Why are we exposing weakness and dysfunction in ourselves as men? So we can work on them to become better men, husbands, fathers, community leaders, and mentors. Boom! Does that not make sense to you? So for all of you men that think that exposing weakness is a sign of weakness, how is that panning out for you? Hey, how are you coping with that? If you're not exposing weakness to yourself, how are you coping with that? All the men that I'm talking to that are using destructive coping mechanisms with alcohol, drugs, I talk to them about their family, they're disintegrating. They're disintegrating. And so for you men who are having a go at your mates, how dare you? Seriously, how dare you? Go wash your mouth out with soap. Serious, man, I get so passionate about this. This is why we have such a problem with men's mental health. Okay? So again, guys, the exposing weakness to ourselves isn't a sign of weakness. We're exposing weakness and dysfunction so we can work on those as men to become stronger, to build our self-belief, our self-esteem, to build those we love, to support them, to support our community as community leaders. Do you understand that? So when you see the before and afters, we are also doing it to talk to you. And I'm talking to you, brothers, who are listening to me right now, and it feels like I'm talking to you because I am. I am talking to you. You need to get into this space of Spitphase. You need to expose this dysfunction. I know you know it's the truth. I know you know it's the truth, but no one's talking like this. Well, I am. I am. And when you see these before and after videos, oh my goodness, they are so raw and authentic. There's nothing like it out there. We are cutting through all this noise. We are cutting through this noise to find you, brothers, to help you understand how powerful and how valuable Spitphase is. The before and afters to show you, as men, we are working on our dysfunctions, our addictions, whatever it is that we need to, okay? This video, guys, will be posted on my new channel, Spitphase YouTube channel. I'll get the team to post it after I download it so you guys can watch it again and again, and you can share it to other men that have that false belief that exposing weakness is a sign of weakness. It's not. Okay, brothers? It's not. And for those of you who need Spitphase, the sooner you get into the trenches and work with your brothers, we can turn this around. Because the world, our families and our communities sorely need better men, husbands, fathers, community leaders, and mentors for the younger warriors that are coming through. You know it's the truth, brothers. Get a touch. Boom!